Hello, my friend. So last week I had a beautiful retreat. It was a small retreat with a few friends, but it was so powerful, anyways. And during the retreat, there was a couple of things that stood out that I felt like I needed to share with you. And then after the retreat, there was a few more things that came up that I felt like, yes, this is something that I really need to share with you today. So, the topic of our video today is the childhood regression technique and why it is important for everyone to learn this technique. Okay, it's not just talking about your traumas and dramas of your childhood and cry over it and feel pain over it again. It's actually going back there and creating closure and understanding things from a more powerful, spiritual, positive perspective. Okay, so I have a link to my video. It's about 56 minutes. I know it's kind of long, but there's a lot of information there. So I teach people how to do energy balancing. What that means is they help themselves heal emotionally with Christ, okay, through faith. So if that's something you're interested in, stay and listen to this video, okay? So this childhood regression technique helps you understand yourself better. Some of us think we do understand ourselves. We've been with us for a long time. But do you find that you can't get along with yourself? Are you self-critical? Do you feel small and insecure? Do you get these emotions that really control you and you really wish it wasn't there? You don't want to hate or be mad or feel insecure, but you do anyways, right? This is a fantastic skill to have so that you can master yourself better. So, is that something you're interested in? I hope it is. So, this is just a 3-step technique, okay, to help you understand yourself. And eventually, when you understand yourself more, you can become more mature. All right. Sometimes we think, yes, I'm this age, I'm mature. But are you? Do you let things affect you, get under your skin? Do you let things irritate you, make you mad? Or can you let things roll off and be strong despite it all? Okay. Can you sit back and observe and be okay with other people's difference and their different opinions? Okay. Are you still confident in your path? All right. If not, then there might be a little bit more maturity that we can develop, right? Okay. The other benefit is it stops repeating patterns. As much as you push forward, you find that you still have stuff that's holding you back, and you're still at the same level of success or growth as you were before, and you feel like there's just something there that you haven't broken through, that you really, really wish that could just go away so you can move forward and breathe more and just feel like you're progressing, okay, and growing. Okay, so those patterns that are in the back of your mind and your subconscious still hold you back. And sometimes those patterns are from your childhood. Okay, a lot of things are from inherited, patterns, of course, and we can find those and resolve those as well. But some things you can do yourself and resolve it for good. If we have tendencies, fetishes, just like obsessions, you may need to go to the certain age that has developed those pains and then resolve it with that child. Even if you give your adult self whatever it is that you need, you still haven't resolved it because that child still is asking for it. I hope that makes sense. We have these cellular memory. Okay, I'll pick on me and I'll share this example. I was in a refugee camp. I didn't have space. I didn't feel like I had this physical space where I was able to be myself. So I always like to travel and find excuses to leave and to be alone and away, and just love things to be roomy and big, right? And that's because I really needed space. So what happened was that was insatiable, and I needed to go back and resolve it with my 2-year-old self. So when I went to where I was, okay, and I helped my 2-year-old self understand the situation first, and then help me address it. And how I addressed it for me will be exactly how I want it to be. Okay, we can't have someone else tell you what you need. You know what you need. So this is why I invite people to learn it to themselves, so they can address their concerns and their needs for themselves. So I gave myself room. I gave myself a little corner that was all me, and I was able to do whatever I wanted, and that was my space, my sacred space. And it helps me have healthier boundaries as an adult. Okay, but that girl needed to have that closure and that satisfaction. Okay, and there's another step, the third step to it. Um, it's about appreciating, because God has given us these learning opportunities. Everything is a lesson in love, really. Okay, so when you feel the light of God and they understand it, then you see the lesson in love. Yep. So you'll learn how to free yourself from those patterns. Feel free, feel powerful to create. Sometimes you hold yourself back and you don't know why. Maybe you might want to go and do the childhood regression and see how you can feel more powerful. Okay, I'll give you a few more examples. So one of my friends, she discovered when she was younger, her family labeled her as stubborn and rebellious. Okay, and then she was trying to, move away from them, and it was interpreted as fear. And, when we did the childhood regression, she learned that she was committed to herself. She learned that she honored herself. Okay. And their understanding was, it's stubborn, but it wasn't stubbornness, it was commitment to herself. And she honored herself. She wasn't rebellious, she was honoring who she is. Okay. And then she realized that she had courage. So all this time she thought she was fearful, but she had so much courage. Okay, and when she learned that and we resolved that immediately, you could see the change in her face. And you can see that she looked forward to the future, felt powerful immediately. Okay, and it made a huge difference. Another friend of mine, she thought she was unorganized because other people learn differently, and she wasn't able to do things the way everyone else did it. But what we discovered, and fortunately because I'm a teacher, right, we discovered that she learn differently to people, that her files in her head, how she files information, was different. She files in musical files. Okay, some people, you know the 7 learning styles, right? Tactile and physical and social, audio, visual. There's so many different learning styles, and you might be 2 or 3 of them, or 3 or 4 of them. Okay, and because when you were younger, you have tried to conform, and because you couldn't think the way other people think, or learn the way other people learn, you labeled yourself as not a smart person, or something's wrong with you. But in fact, when we went to this person's child energy, it was because she just learned differently. She remembers things differently. Her files are different. So isn't that great? And then, I had another, opportunity to do a session just yesterday. And, it was about the thyroid. And one of, this person needed to go back in time to her younger self, 6-year-old self. And that was when she first initially felt small and insignificant, unseen, unheard, and therefore she felt rejected. And she often rejects herself now as an adult. But when we resolved it, and we satisfied that 6-year-old, okay, you could see she felt more powerful, and she understood herself better. So what we do is energy balancing. It's similar to energy healing, but I like to see it as balancing with faith. Okay, so we do the healing with God, through the power of His atonement. Okay, that is how we can heal more permanently, okay, and correctly. So if you're interested in this, I have books, I have courses online, and I have retreats that you can join me at. You need to apply to come to the retreat, and I can't take everybody. People need to be ready, willing, and able, and we need to be like, so that like enjoys like, right? So if you're interested, book a time, book a session with me, and let's chat and see if I can help you with some of the childhood regression issues. And if you just would like to watch the video, I put the link on here. Yeah, if you have any questions, just talk to me and contact me, and I'm happy to help you out, okay? Just wanted to share that. Hopefully it helps you. And that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.